Hello, hello, good afternoon, everyone. Well, that's quite a big picture. I look a little bit different from since this picture, but yeah, I hope I still fulfilling your guys' expectations. Actually, it's not easy to speak to such a beautiful crowd and so big like you guys, but since I got here this morning, the lunchtime, you guys were so welcome, so cute, so warm. So it make me way more relaxed, way more calm, and way happier to be here to talk to you guys. Uh, well, I'm Patrick Barbosa, as you just saw. I'm the CEO of Match Chain. We are a layer one. We are a whole blockchain. We are the layer, the infrastructure that have you guys, that have Into built on top of us. So I will explain to you a little bit about our journey, who we are, what we're doing here, and our next steps. All right. I want to go a little bit with you guys on the story about the internet, all right? We moved from Web 1.0 to Web 2.0, right? Do you guys all remember what was the Web 1.0? Web 1.0 was around the 90s, just plainly information, right? It was just basically a library online where you could have information about what's going on in the world, what is going on your country, on your city, or news about sports in general. But the Web 1.0, by that time, was controlled by, like still, basically, but some specific media companies. And those media companies, they used to put whatever they want, or who paid better, whatever news they would put over there, correct? 10 years, fast forward, the 2000s, we started the Web 2. We moved from consumers to prosumers. So basically, what is the difference between Web 1 and Web 2? Now, unless not only you had the ability to check all the news that was going in the world, to have the whole broadcasting, but you were able as well to engage with it. You were able to share a message, to put a like, to put a comment, right? That's all about the main social media that you know today, the main internet that you know today. So with that, we came the first big applications that start to onboard the big internet, which was with the social ones. In 2000, we have MySpace, Facebook, many companies from the social world that empowered the Web 2 and created a massive user traffic acquisition on the internet. But that's not all. With this new internet, we started to be able to share a little bit more our values, to share who we are, right? So the individual start to have a little bit more power. We could buy things on the internet. We could engage with people. We could suddenly find friends on Facebook that we missed from school and have a better relationship with all of them, correct? So Web 2 is great. Web 2 worked pretty well, right? Especially the user experience, because it made very familiar from very young, because the new generations, everyone already, right now they are born, they're used to the internet, they're used to engage on social media platforms, but even the old ones, our family, our grandpas, our grandmas, they are very familiar with the UI, UX, the experience from Web 2, from the social medias. But there's a few problems with that, right? The problem is the internet economy. With this big user traffic, the big data pool of users that was achieved and combined through all those social medias, we start to leverage, to monetize. But did you really start to monetize? Or did you start just to be used and be a consumer based on the values or based on the interest of those big companies, right? So the data was right. The user traffic was there. But this, if you think about a simple, like a little bit dumb example, if it's like big social medias or internet, it's like a main building, a massive building, where we are all living inside this building and working for the owner for free, right? How crazy is that? So we have to change it. Because we build monopolies on the social media, we build oligarchs. But there's one technology behind of all of it that can change the future of the internet in general, which is blockchain, right? So now we can say ciao to the gatekeepers, the one that held us on their hands the whole time, making us working for free. And blockchain technology gave us the power of DeFi, GameFi, and SocialFi. What is Web 3.0? Sometimes looks too complex, guys. And I like we already had the speech before from the CEO of Intel, my friend Dream. There was a lot of numbers, a lot of data, which is very important. But Web 2 and the people that we want on board in Web 3, they need a common language, right? They need to understand what really makes blockchain blockchain, what really makes Web 3 Web 3. So basically, I'm sure that all of you, the majority of people here, didn't came from blockchain or crypto experience before. They are all new users inside the Web3, right? So what is blockchain? Basically, blockchain is just a decentralized open book on the internet, which is verifiable, which is autonomous, which is unbreakable, right? Which it was the problem of the main accounting or the main companies of the human nature problem, as always, right? What Web3 changed? Web3 is basically a wallet. That's all. When you think about Web3, Web3 is simply a wallet, but it's not that so simple. A wallet gives you power. A wallet gives you rights, gives you ownership. A wallet lets you be who you are with your own personality, your own identity into this new era of the internet. So now we go and understand how can we leverage this technology, but we shouldn't lose at all the benefits that you have from Web 2. Because I believe that everyone here agree that the normal internet, that the normal social media, it's not that bad. It's great, honestly, correct? We like to engage, we like to have fun. It's working well. How long did it took for us to get to this point? Where Web 2 got together so many users, so many data, right? And in order for us to bridge into Web 3, we should lose all this progress to any years of hard work, of companies building, of users learning our new methodology, right? We shouldn't lose it. We truly believe at MatchChain that Web 3 is just the iteration, is just the evolution of Web 2. We should make as simple as possible, seamless, the best experience, the best UX that we can have. Not changing much from Web 2, correct? In order, if you remember, like I just gave you a little bit of the storytelling, I will give you 3 factors how Web 1.0, Web 2.0 was shaped, right? So in order for us to get really big in the internet that we know today, we had 3 very important things. This big data on the internet was generated 3 important things. First one was the user traffic, correct? All the users that are on the same layer, on the same internet, engaging, having fun, buying, selling, promoting, creating content. The second thing was data analytics. What? People can get together, a number of people, a number of communities, millions, millions, and millions that are on the same platforms. You combine them, you understand the best interest, and then companies were taking advantage of this. Like I used to say, I believe that the most valuable asset that you have in the world, it's time, correct? Time is valuable, but time cannot be tokenized. We cannot quantify time. The second most important asset is data, is information, right? We have information is the reasons of war, the reasons of why countries go crazy trying to figure out about the other ones. So that proves how important data is important, the data analytics. But the third thing, it's the most important one. which is cloud storage. We create a layer on Web 2 where every single platform, every single dApp, doesn't matter what technology were used to build your dApp, if it was Java or if it was Python, they was working in one single layer, one cloud storage, correct? At Match, we learned all of this. And we learned that we shouldn't lose all this data analytics, all the user traffic, and the cloud storage, but we should bring it back into Web 3. So, how Web 2 got big enough at first? Do you all remember here how? Have any guess? What was the first kind of application? Was social. So, the first big application that put people together in Web 2 was the social medias. Guess what? The first big, super duper, that we are very proud application that we built on our chain, that we believed so hard in this team, it's Intoverse. Because in order to build not just the new blockchain, but just, we're talking here about a new era completely, a new terminology, a new layer of internet. So we decided and we learned that we need very much a decent, strong, democratic social media. And that's the reason who we are here, right? So new business model inside the Web3 is starting with social. Now, we can talk a little bit about the sharing economy. Why this is so important? Because when you talk about data, that's all what they use on you. You live to represent your pattern, your behavior, working for free, and giving your data away, correct? But again, we enjoy, because in the end, we are mostly there for the experience. And we still find a way to become an influencer, to sell our ideas, our plans, or our moves in the internet and try to monetize. But in the end, we are giving much more power, much more money to the big dogs, right? So how we can quantify and how can we change this in Web3? We believe there's only one truly way. First, we need to make a cloud storage, a system that is compatible with everyone. Build the user traffic, which our main door, it's this application. It's you guys, and you guys are doing amazing job, and I'm sure that we're gonna really reach those numbers that was just shown before. But in order to have all of this together, we need to make sure who you are. You need to make sure who you are. If you think back on the other social medias, Instagram, Facebook, or even applications for resale like Amazon, you are one person at Facebook. You are another person on Twitter. You are another person on Amazon, right? But they all brag about the amount of data that they have about you. And then Facebook still brag about the amount of data that they have about you on Facebook. And they are using the same people. But does your behavior on Amazon is the same behavior that you have on Facebook? No. Your behavior on Instagram is the same one that you have on Twitter? No, of course not. So how can you make yourself unique? How can you verify on-chain, non-biased, not behind a company controlling anything, that we don't even have access? You control, you share only what you want. But the power of authenticity that this is created based on your uniqueness on-chain, it's unbearable. Because now you have one wallet, one soul, your wallet attached to your soul, you control your soul, nobody sees your soul, but it's yours, it's inside you, correct? Whatever you're gonna do on that single cloud storage, that single layer, it's the same thing that you should be doing on the Web2, but in different applications. But right now, you go for a social media, you play games, you buy things, you are the same pattern, you are unified. The quality of real data that we are creating here, it's never seen before. It's something that we are literally shaping the new era of internet. And we are pioneers on it. And the numbers speak by itself. Everyone was clapping here, my dear friend Jean, about the numbers and about the roadmap that you have. But it's not because the application is just cool. It's because everybody understood or learned that this is much necessary for the world. I like to use another simple example. Do you guys remember about the mail guy? You're in your house, you want to send a letter to your best friend or to your work. The mail guy still works, correct? Always worked. So why are we going to fix something that is working? Something that is not broken, right? But someone came and created the email, right? So many companies in the beginning of the 20s or mid-90s said, we don't need the email. It's fine. My mail guy is working perfectly. But sooner or later, every single company in the world had to adopt the email, correct? But guess what? The mail guy is still there, still working. But we just have a better option, a most fair option, correct? It's the same thing with blockchain. We don't believe that every single company on Web3 should have their own token, their own NFT, but you should be empowered by blockchain technology in the back, right? But the question is, which blockchain technology will you choose? Because we have so many blockchains out there. We have Solana, we have Avalanche, we have Ethereum, we have BNB chain, and you have Match, right? Why we truly, firmly believe that Match is the best option that is coming, that you have out there. Because we simply don't compete with these other chains. We like to cooperate with them. We want to empower every single chain. We are full interoperable. We are EVM compatible, Move EVM compatible as well, the language from Solana, from Near. So we are fast, we are scalable. And why the reason that we wanted to be like this? Because we believe that end users, like you guys, you shouldn't care what is the technology behind. Like, I never cared if your application is Java or if your application is Python. I just love the application, just use the application, correct? So we match chain, we match the chains. We match BNB, Solana, every single chain in one single layer. We match Web 2 into Web 3. Thank you. I love the engagement. That's it. So yes, we are literally not here to compete. And we don't mind to give them benefits, to cooperate with every single partner. Because in order for us to build the three things that I told you, user traffic, data analytics, and cloud storage, we need everyone in one layer. We need builders. We need mind like you guys that understand the scalability that you have, the power that you have to keep you building, to keep you helping, okay? Like I said, we have on our team one specific role, which I've never seen any other blockchain before. Our team is literally built by strong humans. Our team, the core team from Match Chain, it's built by strong mindsets, okay? And we also believe that blockchain is the most human invention ever done. Protects your right, gives you ownership, right? And everything else. So we have our division that is truly focused on the human side, on the anthropology side. Researchers that will understand how can we make this chain better for all of you, regardless where you're coming from, regardless your culture, regardless the border or the problems, social, political that you have from the place that you haven't chose to come from, correct? So I need to talk to you about exactly why we build this and how we build this. In order to achieve all what I just mentioned to you guys, we need to create decentralization, we need to create true data sovereignty, we need to create interoperability, so every single dApp, for doesn't matter which chain you come from, can coexist in one layer. If this is difficult to understand, I can use another simple example. Everyone here knows about Amazon or Netflix, correct? Have you heard about Netflix? Sure. Netflix have movies from DC, Marvel, MGM, all those movies producers inside Netflix, correct? Because they want the traffic and the user pool from Netflix to watch their movies. But guess what? Netflix still have Netflix originals. They cooperate with other ones and they build their own. We have Into, is our first, very proud, Match Originals application. But like I said, what is most important on this new era of internet, it's to make as simple as possible. So we don't want our users paying crazy gas fees. So we make inclusivity, affordable gas fees to every single one. Users will not have to worry about that, where to buy gas fees, how to keep feeding the chain, doesn't matter how big you get the traffic. Match Chain is born for mass adoption. And like I said since the beginning, we are truly focused in give you the best experience possible. An experience as similar as possible as Web 2. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. But now, I have a big announcement to make. We are fully ready to go mainnet for Match Chain in March 2024. So all of you guys can build, can bring your community, can bring in new ideas. We are ready to empower you, to empower your new ideas, and bring a match to live in March 2024. That's pretty much all. I want to say thank you very much to everyone. But also, I want to call the CEO of Into here to the stage. Dream, come here with me, because we need to make a closer. I want all of you engaging with me, please. If you don't understand my English, I will try in Chinese. No, I can't try in Chinese, but I will try. I just want to say that we are very, very proud to have all of you here for his hard work that he's been doing the whole time. And I'm a Latin guy. I came from the other side of the world, but I never felt ever so welcome in a place that I've been before. So I'm very proud to be over here, guys. Really, really happy, and I want to feel a little bit of your energy, okay? So let's play a game. When Jim say into, when he says into, you guys say verse. But when I say match, you say chain. Okay? So he's gonna say into. I'm going to say match. Okay, we're going to do 3 times, okay? All right. 1, 2, 3.
Into.
Match.
Into.
Match.
Into.
Match. Yes.